Doesn't really matter if you're old and gray. It's alright, I say it's okay. Listen to what I say. It's alright, doing fine. Doesn't really matter if the sun don't shine. It's alright, I say it's okay. We're getting to the end of the day. High tech, low tech, take your pick. 'Cause you can't teach an old dog a brand new trick. I don't care what anybody says. At the end of the day, there's a place that I can find a drink or two to ease my mind. Golden days. It's alright. Rob Smith here, 8:02 p.m. Rob Smith here, 8:02 p.m. Here we go. A little bit smaller. A little smaller. I'm getting better and better at doing this. It's alright. It's okay. All right. Wow, tickled I am that you all are here. Thank you, and thanks for all who come today. I'll put these away. I've got pens here. I've got glasses here. Oh, that age, you know, where glasses are needed. I got a pen. Hope this works. All right, today I'm gonna do a drawing of some sort here. Gotta slide this over a little bit more. There we go. Ooh, what is this right? Paper. It's the same size. That looks awfully big. Hold on. That's right. Okay, let's see. I pulled two cards here from the word box. Let's see. I actually have four here. I can't count well. Let's see what they are. We'll see what these cards are tonight. Tonight is November the 16th, 2024. And let's see. We'll see what this one is. This one is a ball, not surprisingly. So it's illustrating a ball. I wonder who drew this. A nice little drawing. Very simple. 1984. Yeah. All right. So we have the word ball. And hopefully I need a. Oh, I hope it's. Oh, I'm not sure what that's going to be. Let's see. Oh, that's too. I need a creature though. Oh, there, a bear. I guess that explains that. So a bear. I don't know what happened to these cards. I bought them. They were like this. I don't think I got them wet, but they got wet, I guess, over time. So I've got a ball and a bear. And I've got a necktie. To all that. Let's see what we can do here with balls and bears. Balls and bears. I don't know if anyone wrote anything. I didn't check that. It says nobody's here yet. I'm wrong. Alice is here. So here, I'll just leave these up here. Ball and bear. Ball and bear. Let me just real quickly see if anyone put anything. Let's see. I've been doing so much today. Ooh, oh, Jerry Dowling, great cartoonist from Cincinnati, good pal of mine. Great cartoonist. I love the way he inks. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see if anyone happened to leave anything over at Facebook. I should check Twitter real quick too. Folks have left things. Che at CHE has left things before. I'm actually in the wrong place. Okay, hold on. There's things. We can go. I see. Oh, there is something there. Let's see. Anything at Facebook? Just checking real quick because I'm going to get drawing right away here. Just give me just a moment. Anyone leave anything? Nope. Sharon Light. Liked it. Thank you, Sharon, wherever you are. Hello. Oh, Melissa Busby. How are you? A raccoon? What, you're calling me a raccoon? And tiger? How dare you? Now, I pulled from the box, the word box, ball and bear. Or bear and ball. Or it can also be lab and reeb. All right. Well, I'll go with your tiger. Tiger. Indeed a tiger. Hold on. Let me just get myself in a little better spot than I'm in here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the weather's so nice. How are you all doing? Here in Florida, well, it's nicer than it usually is. Melissa's probably an ice cube right now. An ice cube or two. Let's see here. Now, who put, Alice put tiger and Melissa put raccoon. Staying with B then. How about a B? No, I'm going to go with a tiger. I'll start off with a tiger here. See what no telling. I'm going to try to do 2 drawings. And then while I'm here, we're going to start doing these cards. I've got some cards here. Yes, some cards, little cards. And I'm going to do something that Monday nights, I'm going to watercolor. I'm not going to watercolor here. You don't. Yes, Melissa doesn't like it cold. If it gets under 100 degrees, she's in. Oh yes, It's just. It's just terrible. And what's the temperature in upstate New York? I was going to. That book. Did I tell you? I'm reading 5 and 10 about the story of Frank Woolworth, and it's all. Oh, I was going to share something about tigers. Well, here I've got one here. I've got a number of things about the Exxon tiger. Here's an Exxon tiger right here. It's it was a water. I've got 2 of these actually. This one's not in the better shape. I think I've shared this before. I've got one that's a little better shape. You actually take his head off. Oh, isn't that horrible there? Oh, yes, yes. And you put drink in there, and there's a straw. Now this one's missing the straw. The other one I have has a straw. I don't recall how I got these. But I've got a number of things about the Exxon tiger, who was designed by and illustrated by the great Bob Jones. Great cartoonist, one of my favorites. Learned about him from a book from the Orlando Public Library, of which I have multiple copies of. None here at this time. Well, I'm going to clean the screen real quick. I notice the screen's a little. There's a napkin right there. Could have used. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to put him here. But that is Exxon Tiger. You don't see him anymore. In fact, you don't see cartoon characters about nothing no more. Can you see him? You can't really. Okay, he's over there. 43 right now. Melissa, how's that? But I love the way that Bob Jones designed him, and I have original pencil drawing of that Bob Jones did. It's one thing I have not given up of my collection of stuff. Let's see what I'll do. Let's see what it will do here. There we go. Get a tiger. Put a tiger in your tank. Remember that from Exxon? Of course, it was also known as Esso, too. Esso. Same company. Now, Exxon. Esso is also BP, I think it is. There we go. What's that? Yeah, bikini weather for Melissa's around when the temperature reaches 200. And that's people go into restaurants and ask when they get there they want to be in certain places. Well, Melissa goes into a restaurant and she asks not to be put by, but she wants to be put in the roaring fire. Yes, he could be in the roaring fire. Roaring fire, please. Yes. Still putting eyeballs too close. I should put them so much further apart. A little boo-boo I keep doing. And the idea of some of these drawings that I'm doing these days is I'll be watercoloring them if I can, and we'll have them available for, they'll be over at eBay of all places. But that's where our friends Hope and Dennis come in, or whatever he goes by here, Dolphin, Diamond, starts with a D. Well, that is how a lot of folks in native Floridians are. My mother, though she loved cold weather, really couldn't take it too cold. It turned out, as she got herself involved with it more, because she never saw snow till she was over 50 years old. True. And though she loved it when she got into it, she really didn't wasn't as tickled about it as she thought. I had quite troubles with it. My mother was born and raised in Coral Gables, Florida, south of Miami. I hope this is working okay. And if this drawing isn't working, just contact the manager and complain. You keep the bedroom below 60. Imagine that, Melissa. I should probably just. And I'm working on a whole bunch of artwork stuff. I'll try to share more of that here maybe tomorrow. My websites, by the way, have been out the last 4 days, actually, since Tuesday. And I've been having quite a struggle. They are back. Swampy, Florida. My cartoon, my website is inactive, but my blog is where I post art stuff. And really, I use it as a staging. I post the illustration there. I put the type, and then I move it over to Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn and Truth Social and Twitter and so on. But tomorrow is the day where I can change my name, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to change it back to Rob Smith Jr. I like kind of how this is working because I'm getting so many people to see my Swampy Florida posts that weren't seeing them before, and commenting too. That's great. A friend who's quite an expert of North Marion County history, Annabelle Leitner. I see she's seeing. I know she didn't see them before. She never liked them before. Now she is. In North and Marion County is way north where I am, and north where Melissa is. when my website went out again. That's been quite a mess the last few days. Because I think someone got over at HostGator, where my websites are based. They've been there for 20 years or so. My little Neil Adams, little having it come out at you. Oh, Melissa, I saw something very interesting. Now, do you know, Melissa? Do you know what Whataburger is? Hold it. There's a something happened with the chat. Disconnected, reconnected. You don't know why. It looks like it was me. Maybe not you. Did you get that message? Chat disconnected. Please wait while I try to reconnect you. I have no idea. I'm not touching anything. I'm drawing. You see me drawing. Are you all still here? Yeah, showing 5 people. Can you, someone type something? Anything. Hello? Let me know if it's working. Yes, there we go. Thank you. I have no idea. This has been a really nerve-wracking week involving the social media, digital. I rely on Swamp East Florida too because I admit that my posts over at Swamp East Florida are ones that I often repeat, ones I've done over years. So I need to be able to access them, and I couldn't for a few days. So it was very tough. All right. Well, I hope this works. It may or may not. So the idea would be I admit this all this stuff is because I've drawn cats so long, or critters in general. You kind of know how they're shaped. I always tell folks, you want to learn how to draw, you got to know how to draw them realistically first. I learned that early on. I probably should have done a little bit more drawing like that to give the kitty a feeling of fur. Now the little drawings I'll do that I'll watercolor. I plan on watercoloring these also. I'll come up with a methodology to it. This may lead me to doing watercolors at Dr. Steve Brooks' party on the 14th. We'll see how I feel also. 14th is going to be very, very busy. I remember last year I wanted to do watercolors for the St. Lucia Festival, and in the end I did not because I was just exhausted and sick on top of it. I know that Stinius and Alice can't get to St. Lucia, but, well, Melissa, if you can, come on out. It's a great event. I know your car situation. It really is. It's very Christmassy. Don Epps, who is in charge, he's president of the Seminole County Historical Museum, called me again, which was unusual for him, here day before yesterday, just making sure. A lot of things are coming apart. A number of people who are there usually, there's usually a harpist, and she's not going to be able to be there this year. So they've been frantically looking for replacements. That's why he was calling me and making sure I was still going to be there. He was feeling like I did when I lost my websites, lost Facebook, lost everything. Suddenly get paranoid. Or like when I lost this thing about chat disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnected. Get me all, well, hope y'all can interact. Yeah, the usual children's singing group is having to be done by somebody else because the children's group somehow got scheduled for something else. I wasn't really clear exactly what happened there. But Don Epps is a great guy. He does a great job. Now, what's that little figure that Melissa connected? I don't know how y'all get those little figures. I don't understand that stuff. See, for me, I just draw them if I could and just post them. Tomorrow is Take a Hike Day, by the way. If you go to Swamp East Florida commentary area tomorrow, YouTube, you'll see a little cartoon about that. And I really, every year I can't hike because I'm busy, and I'm busy. I got so much to do this year right now. Now, this would have been better to leave for the color to handle, but hey, I'm a black and white guy doing color. Yeah, that's a little confusing, I admit, by putting that so dark right there. Been better to keep that light. Also, this would be and thank you all for being here. If you get a chance, click that thumbs up. In fact, I'll do it right now. I think I can do it too. Watch that. Woohoo! And if you're here, yeah, please do comment. I appreciate it. I just like to know who's coming from where, and because I'm posting that I'm doing this a number of places, and I'm not sure who's coming from what. All right, how's that looking? Oh, we can't really see it, the whole thing. I still can't. Pull it back a little bit. There you go. And I will post the finished picture maybe a couple days. I was doing so many during Inktober that I didn't get to post all of them. And I'm going to start work on the Christmas print. It looks like I'm going to do more than one this year. Let's see how time works out. Got a lot going on to be doing multiples. Hard enough usually getting the one done. But frankly, doing this is helping me get more done. Last year, they don't want to be known. I'll say a business. Well, if I do the drawing, I'll just say and take a chance. There's a business that was very helpful in my situation over in. There you go. We're trying that tiger. Over in Lakeland was helped contributed and helped me a lot in the moving fracas I had, and I said I want to do a drawing for them, and actually they qualified to do a Christmas print. They've been around for 63 years, 64 years. I forget now. So I'm going to do one for them because they were helpful. They really were helpful. Reason I have stuff I probably wouldn't have is because of their help, including the original drawing of the of the Exxon Tiger. I hope to find my Artists and Illustrators book. I've got multiple copies of it. I may give a few of those to Dennis to sell because I've got a few of them. Unless, well, Melissa may want one. If you want one, Melissa, I'll give you one. I treasure those books. I should talk about it without being able to show them. I just don't have them here. They're somewhere in the storage room, probably. I know I have them. I remember boxing them. Just haven't found them. Anyway, I first found them in the Orlando Public Library. I know exactly where they were. I could walk into the Orlando Public Library today, even though it's been redone. I could go right to where that section was because the humor section was here and the cartoons books were here, and I would pull out of both, but I more and more would start pulling out of humor. But that illustrators artist books was just terrific. Featured great artists like Bob Jones, Jack Davis, Arnold Roth, Mort Drucker. Just a terrific book. And I remember I was at and I forget where I was. I was someplace. And I think I was talking to someone about the book and I turned around. There were 2 copies. 2, not 1, 2. 2. I nabbed them fast. I think it was at a Christian thrift store near Mount Dora. I don't know how the heck they got there, who found them or what, because they're very hard books to find. And most people wouldn't even know who the artists are anymore. How's that? Does that work? It's a really nice book. Melissa, if you'd like one, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you for, it's in this. I'll give it to you, Melissa. No charge at all except for $50,000. So that's the lowest I'll go. Yeah, I would check that book out, take it. I had it at Edgewater with me. Well, I had it at Robert E. Lee. I would carry it around at school. I was not smart. I stopped checking books out of the library because my mother had a heck of a time getting them back for me to get them back to the library. And then when I was old enough to go myself, I'd be at City Hall. I'd go to the library. I forgot to turn them back in. And suddenly my late charges, I was paying as much as the book would cost. So I said, okay, I'm just going to go buy books from now on. That's what I've been doing ever since. And I will say that 5 and 10 cent book about, I'm reading 3 at the same time. I don't like doing that, but I am. I started a book. I'm connected to netgalley.com, and you can actually get books before they come out as long as you leave a review. So I went back and I started looking at some of the review books they had available, and I saw some with. I thought I'd try some other authors that are new. That usually is a disaster, but so I pulled too many, and I'm trying to get through them, and they're just badly written, badly done, but I don't like to put things down. So what's happening is I'm kind of stopped. I'm been taking some Ed McBain, some of the 87th Precinct. Actually, I've stopped and gone into his Florida-based series, starting with the first one, Goldilocks, which takes place in Colusa, Florida. I read Goldilocks 25 years ago. I did not like it. All right, so if that looks good, I'm going to just say that's good enough of that. Let me do something with a raccoon. 2024, 11, 16. Yes, that could be. So maybe in color I can make that a little more distinctive. That head should stick out a little better. Like I said, the whole head would, wouldn't it? Calusa is in Ed McBain's 87th Precinct. He doesn't call it New York City. He calls it Isola. and he really captures New York City. You really feel the grit. If you've read one, you know what I mean. It's you're there in the city, and it's dirty, and it's wet, and it's damp, and it's cold often, or it's really hot, or it's whatever. McBain gives you such a feeling of being there. When he writes the Florida books, as I experienced 25 years ago, and now just read the first one again, my opinion has not changed. He writes Florida as a tourist. He does not understand Florida at all. This is not John D. McDonald. This is not Randy Wayne White. This is not even Tim Dorsey. It's just he just doesn't get Florida. And then he's because he can't quite get the location, he seems to have trouble with all of his characters too. And the whole thing, I'm going to read the second one. I may read the whole series just because I never read the whole series. They're all named after. What am I doing? Here we go. Okay, raccoon. What else we got here? Oh, well, something else came up here where apparently the chat disconnected, but it wasn't me. I've been having a lot of problems this week. But yeah, let's plan a meeting on Tuesday, Dennis. I'm going to go to the storage room tomorrow. Actually, I would love to go out to hike tomorrow, but I got too much to do. So we talked about. So let me go to raccoons. What was the other thing? Oh, bears. So we got bears, balls, raccoons. What else did I pull out? Did I put it back? A necktie, a plate. No. Oh, bikini. I could put a raccoon in. No. I think I will stay with this Victorian. I love doing the Victorian stuff. Did you do anybody else we cover? And books, always books. Yeah, this book is about where McBain also, I think, goes. One thing great about the McBain books is that the 87th Precinct, it's all about the officers and doesn't really get into their personal life. And it makes the story stronger about it being basically what they would call police procedural, and it gets really deeper into that. And they'll mention some things about the personal lives, but it's not focused. In Goldilocks is a major focus of the who a former police officer, now private detective Matthew Hope, and I recall it being really squishy and mushy, and it is. It's just stayed in the solo. Anyway, let's see. Raccoons. Raccoons with a plate. What I'm going to do here? Well, I'll start and see where it ends up. So yeah, I think I can't. I think I was talking to Hope. So Mondays I'll do watercolor, but I'll do this one real quickly, and I'm going to do a drawing that'll be for. I'll do one of the card drawings here. I've got them right here. Get these eyes a little further apart. I can't remember if this is this the third Thursday coming up? Waiting for my calendar. You may get to it before I do. This is November 1, 2, 3. So 21st, right? So it's the third Thursday coming up this Thursday. That's when I would go to Pioneer Days meeting. Not sure if I'm going to Pioneer Days meeting. Well, I'm not sure. Oh, gosh, I didn't realize that's so far up, too. Let me move that up a little bit. Scoot that up there. Lot to list. Should be busy a while. You have a lot to list? Oh, I don't have anything for you, and I have to get in there to start getting stuff. I don't have anything. And I don't. I did. I've got a few little things I've picked up, but there ain't much nothing. I certainly won't have a big bundle anytime. It'll definitely be a good week or more before I would. Oh, so we don't have to meet Tuesday. I see what you're saying. Well, I'm thinking more about the watercolor. I meant to post another picture. I'm going to try to make this guy look a little more fluffier than I did the tiger. I think I missed that. Actually, their bands go back here. Oh, I also I only learned someone was very kind to contribute to the art supplies, and I didn't even know it. I happened to notice it because of a payment of something else that came through. And I can't recall the person's name now, but they're from Virginia, and thank them, whoever they may be. I'm not sure if they even want their names mentioned, but it's a big help. I did just order some pens. Um, I was going to order more of the watercolor pens, which I'll be using here shortly on the. But they sold out. I've got to wait till I can order more of those. But I ordered 2 packs of these. I've got so many pens, but all the pens I have are not waterproof. I can watercolor over these a little bit if I don't get too, or they just don't work well for this. All right, there we go. And then I do hope to start the Wednesday Florida on Wednesday, oddly enough. But if I do come in, Melissa, on Thursday, if it's not too, Thursday's when the temperature's supposed to be. You're gonna be in a your hold. Let me watch what I'm doing with this tie. I have to go back and look at find out the person's. Maybe they don't want their name mentioned. I won't. Who's contributed the $50? I really appreciate that. Very helpful. I won't mention their names. Maybe you're invading his home. Just because you think you own that doesn't mean you do. Don't believe me? Don't pay taxes for a year. You'll find out how quick whether you own it or not. You'll quickly learn whether it's you, the raccoon, or government owns that. You say barn? You have a barn. I don't know what I'm going to do with him with a tie. I got to figure that. I'll make something up here. I'll come up with something. I got to watch my time. I need to do that. Now tomorrow, I think I'll open a Kinder egg to figure out where I'm going. Again, just feel free to, when I post the announcement, you can write something in the comments, whatever you want. Make it ridiculous. Challenge the heck out of me. If I can, I'd like to make them about critters. Now, what on earth might he be doing? What was the other? Oh, plates came up. Should I make them around this? Maybe there's a plate here. Maybe there's a. Here I am with a table again. Maybe there's a candle. And there's a plate of food. Maybe it's a T-bone steak. Of course, cows aren't this, so maybe it's squirrel. Why aren't we eating squirrels? Maybe it's raccoon. Shh! Don't tell them whatever you do. He was hold on. He was in my horse barn, probably eating the cat food, having a chat with the cats when I rudely see. When you before you walk in there, as you come to the door, you got to learn these things. You should have a buzzer on there, you know, Bring! And see if they answer the door. If they don't answer the door, don't go marching in. Who do you think you are? Golly. Invasion of privacy. Key thing for this is to draw the tail, which I'm not giving myself. Whoa, raccoons pay taxes. That's something stupid us humans came up with. Raccoons are too smart for that. So are cats, and so are corgis, and so are tigers. Ever get a chance to read about how we came up with the idea of doing taxes, you were going to really get upset. What the heck were we thinking? Initial ideas made sense, but as it the 1913 expansion of taxes in the U.S. was preposterous nonsense. So maybe there's a chair here. I always draw the same sort of chair. I like these chairs. They look interesting. I like doing the little detail. It gets a little too. If I do the filigree there, it gets a little too much. I could do a little drape here, though. That helps differentiate it. Maybe there's a waiter. What was it? Was there another? Oh, bear. Well, that doesn't quite fit with the raccoon. I'll do more with this with color. It looks like it does need something else, doesn't it? Oh, maybe there's a statue. One of the things I loved that Neil Adams did was he would do these fanciful statues of figures. One thing Adams clearly, I don't know this, I've never read this, but he almost never drew animals. It's true for so many comic book artists. I think I was showing the Jose Delbo horses. Comic book artists know how to draw people in action. But when it comes to critters, and actually right now in the last hour here, the Adams kids, Chris and Zia, have been doing their program selling Adams work. And if you go through it, you almost actually I've got a little Adams work here. If you go look at it, they just draw critters terribly bad. He does too. He does it better than most, but he does a lot of tracing. Maybe there's so I'm thinking he's coming in through a doorway here. I gotta watch my time because I gotta do that color, the critter one too. I don't know if DJ was here, but I'm gonna do a color one. I'm gonna do a card one that I'll color on Monday, and I'll try to color one of these. I don't know if I'll get that all done in 1 hour. It's gonna be a test. But I definitely want to get one of these colored. I'm going to do one tonight, one tomorrow night. Ooh, that didn't quite work, did it? It's good I can make use of that line, huh? Can't quite tell where it was. It doesn't matter. Here we go. So he's got it's an arch. One of the dumb things we did, people built in Florida, and especially down toward Palm Beach, you'll find a lot of arches built. Arches are not good for Florida weather. Because in general, construction falls apart here just due to the weather. And when you do an arch, it depends on how the archway is done, but these fancy archways are not a good idea. And yet you'll find them all around. Addison Meisner had a lot of those done all throughout Boca Raton. At the Boca Raton Resort and Yacht Club, you'll find a bunch of arches everywhere. And they've held up, but they've had problems with them. They have to. That's not a great plate, is it? I didn't even give him anything to drink. Here, I'll give him a little cup. I don't know why he's getting all dressed. I want to put a waiter here, but I think I'm going to, maybe it's best I just leave this like this. And maybe if I put something simple, some sort of drape. That makes me want to put that in a little stronger. And when I watercolor, I may go back over these black lines and build them up a bit. You can see how much time this is taking. Uh-oh, Melissa retracted a message. How dare you call me that? I'll just say that and get it out of the way. Whatever Melissa wrote. My lawyers will be coming to talk to your lawyers soon enough. I got a little thing I'm not crazy about here. I don't have you know what I could do? Now I've got this is broken. I don't have this coming around. Actually, a sash here would work. Kind of brings up some. Maybe I'm adding too much to this. Here, maybe we'll do maybe I should have done the waiter. Now I think about it. Real quickly with time. Okay, real quickly. I'm just going to come in. Oh, man, alive. What have I done here? I've just done a line there I shouldn't have done. Now I've got two. All right, we'll just put something over here just to kind of, I just need to tie this in. Some little architectural detail that makes no sense. Interesting thing about Mar-a-Lago, if you look at some pictures of the interior, well, Breakers too, for that matter, there's a lot of stuff that just makes no sense. Where it is and why it was built there. It was like, I don't know where to put this. I'll throw it over there. Maybe it's just holding a sword. That brings us back a little bit of tilting in here. And if I do, oh, I have different, I also have shadows going different directions. Yeah, okay. Let me just go ahead and wrap this up. Okay, let me do this. Fine dining. It's better to have, it's bad to have one figure. It's better to have two. But who knows? Okay, so let me do this. Do something, and I think we talked about Christmas, and I am going to do pencil here, just so I can keep myself. People love when I draw Santa Claus. They like my Santa Clauses. I used to, when I did my Christmas prints, I'd always hand do a Christmas Santa on there. And I hope I can do deliveries like I have in the past. I'm going to see if I can carpool with some folks, help me get these out, because I'm worried about Mr. Carr. Yeah, I'll just do that. No, I won't do that. And the thing is to see if these start to sell, I'll do the same figures. Oh, actually, I may just to do this just simply like this. And I need, wow, I'm thirsty. I don't know about y'all. A sippy poo, as Dina Martin says. How y'all doing over there? Got call here of who's still here. Oh, yeah, that helps. Oh, I didn't really share anything. I just tell you I have a Gumby. I don't remember if I told you that. I don't know where I got this. I don't know why he's not in a package. But I picked him up somewhere in my travels. I'm not even sure. I don't remember doing this. It's not. I originally had a Gumby when I was young, but I think I lost him in the move. He was not in very good shape. But this one's a very new one, in fact. It's probably in the last 15 years. But there's Gumby. All right. Let me grab my pen. I just saw when I was getting my drink there. I can't tell what this says. What's a 7? Let's see. These are just little these are 5x7s. I was hoping to get a whole mess of them, but he didn't cut as many. I know he was in a last weekend. DK, Dennis Kaminsky, was busy. He had to go to a convention in Louisiana or somewhere of art stores for art supplies. He actually did. It's hard because the business is so difficult. Let's see here. I'm gonna let me finish this here. And because this is only going to take a few minutes, yeah. I like the old traditional Santa. That's me. Can't we have the old traditional Santa Claus? Yeah, these I'll do. I'll be inking these pretty quick. They're not going to be very detailed. I may also do some superheroes. Is something that we talked about. Maybe I'll play with that. We'll see how things go tomorrow. Do some critters as superheroes. I see Gar the Ghoul is doing a program tonight. Okay, let's sign that real quick. Ooh, it's running in ink. I hope they get some of these back because I do need to. Yeah, Inktober had me rip through a bunch of ink pens. I was glad to be able to keep up with it. I have a Smug Mug page full of them, but I never did scan them all in the end. I've got a bunch, but not all of them. And real quickly, the hat. And there you go. Little Santa Claus right there. I'll erase that later. And the idea is to watercolor this on Monday. Sorry, I'm not seeing. There we go. So how's that? Well, happy little Santa Claus walking down the street or wherever he's walking. Your favorite Christmas movie? My favorite Christmas movie is The Bishop's Wife, the original one. James Gleason. You probably don't know my favorite character actor is James Gleason, but better known for Loretta Young and Cary Grant and David Niven. Originally in that film, it was the roles were going to be switched, and Cary Grant was going to play the priest, and David Niven was going to be the angel. But I think they went the right way there. A great film. Well done. Great film. All right. Thank you all for being here. I'll be back tomorrow at about 8 o'clock. And my next one after that will be when. Oh, yeah. I'll do a watercolor one Monday. And then Wednesday, Florida. And then I may turn Fridays into watercolor too. We'll see. All right. Have a great night. Y'all take care. And thank you for being here, Melissa and Dolphin and Phineas and Alice and whoever else that's been hiding underneath the tables. Thank you so much for being here. Rob Smith here. Take care. Good night. Good night.